charge makes it super kind of awkward because you almost have 3 different heroes all in one, and they all have different abilities, and I had to completely create a whole new grading system to just kind of figure out how to put all this together. So
Hey, thanks so much for checking out the channel. If you're curious about any other hero in Empires and Puzzles, you can view my website at anchorgame.com. There you will find I've graded every single hero with a calibrated team of graders. This resource will always be free. Thinking about supporting the hero grades and the breakdown videos? You're welcome to donate. Otherwise, feel free to share this resource with a friend. I have my exclusive line group called Anchor Cove, where you gain access to myself and tons of other experienced players with on-demand information and resources. If that piques your interest, all that information is on the opening page of my website with a short video. Let me dive into today's hero breakdown.
hey, thanks so much for checking out the channel. Today we're doing a brand new hero breakdown on Shale. He's got 603 on his attack, 626 on his defense, and 1423 on his health. Statistically, the attack power and defense, they're not that great. Health total is pretty amazing, especially for a 4-star, but pretty okay stats there for sure. He's running at charge speed, which means that it's super annoying making these hero breakdowns. He also is a ninja hero, which gives you 2-3 heroes that give you a chance of a bonus between 5 to 15% chance to dodge normal attacks and special skills, and 5 to 15% chance to counterattack with 105 and 115 damage received. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. It is a free massive turn-based dark fantasy RPG. To try this game out, all you gotta do, go to the video description, click on the special links. You'll receive 100,000 silver, 1 energy refill, 10 mystery shards, and 1 free champion, Slasher. All your treasure, it's waiting for you right over here. So as far as the annoying part of the charge, makes it super kind of awkward because you almost have 3 different heroes all in one, and they all have different abilities, and I had to completely create a whole new grading system to just kind of figure out how to put all this together. So on the first charge, it charges at 100%, second charge 200, third charge at 300%. So anytime that meter goes above 100%, it can now go into 200%. If you're running him on offense or on Titans, you dictate and choose when it fires off, whether it's at 100, 200, 300%. On defense, it goes off at a random time. Sometimes it's at 100, sometimes at 200, sometimes at 300. There's no way of really knowing. So that's why there's a lot of differences when you think of this hero on defense versus offense. As far as the first mana charge, the caster regenerates 411 HP over 3 turns, dispels status ailments from the caster. On the second mana charge, the caster and nearby allies regenerate 549 HP over 3 turns, dispels status ailments from the caster and nearby allies, and then third mana charge, 714 all allies for 3 turns, and then dispels all status ailments from all allies. So obviously when we take a look at the first one, it's not really doing too much. You're just gaining some life for your dude, which is like, all right, that's cool. You're just gaining some life for a single person, fast speed, and also dispelling. It's not that great. Actually, probably one of the worst first mana charges. Second is okay, setting up so it's going to gain some life. And then the third mana charge definitely is a thing to where 714 over 3 turns is quite a bit of HP, but it is also dispelling. I'm not really too stoked on this hero that much, unfortunately. It is a wizard class hero. If you are planning on putting some emblems on him, I would definitely recommend just focusing on the defense and the health, because ideally the only thing that this thing does is just gain life. So you got to keep it alive. You're not really worried about it dealing damage. I highly recommend just keeping it alive and going all in on your defense and your health. When we look at the Titan grade for Shale, not impressive at all. 603 attack is not going to do much in just singly healing yourself. I guess maybe it helps that you're dispelling status ailments, but not that great. I don't recommend this hero at all on Titans. Going to get a C grade there. On offense, I'm not a very big fan. Unfortunately, I wish I was. I think it does have some usability in terms of the 3x mana charge. That could definitely be a thing. But the 1 mana charge is just so like awkward and not good that I'm not a big fan. You're gonna have to really kind of use this hero in conjunction with a lot of other types of heroes that are going to just be more impacting on damage. I don't like that it doesn't add any sort of pressure offensively. A lot of times when you see heroes that are mainly focused on healing, they're also going to have an element of having an offensive stat, like, or it just deals damage or it sets it up. But Shale is just super healy, and that's it. And then not to mention it's over time that you're gaining the life, which is not good because you can easily get dispelled. So not a big fan at all on offense. Obviously it's a great healer, but even at the 2x mana charge, I'm thinking at about average speed, it's not really going to be my recommendation at all. Not a big fan there. And then when we look at the 3x mana, it is definitely a thing, but still we're just gaining life. Not a big fan. C grade. Look at him defensively. This is where things get really awkward because it makes a situation to where you almost have to come up with different grades at different charge speeds. So for the tank, it's going to get a C, and then it's going to get a B, and it's going to get a B. So at the first charge, it's a C, not going to be great, but I could see some usability in the tank position on the second charge and the third charge. You're just setting yourself up to where you're just going to gain a whole bunch of life, and if it goes off at the first, second, or third, it's okay, it's decent. Probably not my first choice though. But when we look at the flank grade, I see that there might be some usability here, potentially setting it up so you're healing. Obviously the awkward part is that the second charge is going to be the caster nearby allies, where you really want it to be firing off on the third charge. But it has some usability. It's going to get a B- as a flank, B on the second mana charge, and a B+ on the third. Having this as a flank in the third could definitely change the tide. And then in the wing, I'm not a fan at all of this hero. It's going to get a C throughout the whole grade. Reason being is that it's just not going to do much. Even if it heals in the very far left, it's like, all right, that's cool. And then you probably could kill it before it goes off with the second or the third, and all your enemies are probably dead by that point. Not a big fan in the wing. It is going to get a C grade on defense. I think that there's way too much liability with the first special going off and it not really being that relevant. When we look at the weekly raid grade, he is going to get a B as far as rush attack. Keep in mind that when we grade these are against comparatively to all the other 4 stars. So on rush attack, having a B grade there, maybe it helps out that it's healing. Might be close to a B-. I think you could use it, but I just think that there's just better heroes that you could be using in the 4-star slot. Especially even like heroes like Bold Tusk are just going to be better. Wilbur, stuff like that. Other red heroes that are going to be like defensively, that are going to keep your heroes alive. Again, Wilbur's a great example. Wilbur gives great defense, and then it also gives defensive down to the enemies. It's impacting all the enemies running at average speed. I'm just not a big fan of this hero. On buff attack, it's going to get a B grade there. Not really doing too much, just setting it up so you're healing. Maybe some usability, probably not that much. And then on Bloody Battle, it's going to get a D. Obviously, all it does is heal, and at that point, you're just setting yourself up so you just dispel sometimes. So don't use her on Bloody Battle or him on Bloody Battle. Really, really, really bad hero for there. So he is going to get an overall grade of a C. I'm not a big fan at all. Probably not going to be investing too much in setting it up. Is it a great healer? Yeah, I could see that it's a great healer, but I think that there are just better healers out there that are just going to impact the board a bit more, especially in the 4 stars and red. So thank you so much for watching this content. Please make sure you subscribe, you turn those notifications on, and I'll see you on the next